Hey everyone, it's Luke here. I'm going to be doing another review for you on a brand new product, but first I'm going to do a little unboxing and assembly of the new Aircore system by Flyzone. This is a Hobbyco branded item. It's really interesting. It's definitely a game changer for the RC market, especially if it's something you're new to, or maybe you're not the kind of hobbyist that has a ton of time to assemble wooden planes that have 20-30 hours required before you can fly them. If your time is limited and you need something easy to fly, this is definitely for you. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. If you haven't read about the Aircore system, I'd encourage you to get on towerhobbies.com. Take a look. They have a real good explanation and a video of how it works. You can feel free to Google the Aircore system. You'll find a lot about it, a lot of reviews and things. All of it very positive. It's a very neat product. When you order the Aircore system, what you're going to get is basically you can get one or two plain bodies. You get the actual core, which has the motor on it, the servos, the receiver, the whole 9 yards. And if you don't have a transmitter already, you can get a transmitter. Now the Aircore power core will actually operate on an SLT system. So I know High-Tech makes a system that's compatible with SLT. There's a few other SLT receivers out there. If you have Tactics, the TTX 650 is an awesome radio for 150 bucks. There's a lot of different options, but today I'm going to show you guys the TTX 403. This is a new, it's actually a mini transmitter that's great for flying some of these micro planes and these Aircore system, anything that's compatible with SLT. So if you order, and they do a package on towerhobbies.com where you can get the Aircore, a transmitter, the charger, and 2 plane bodies, and it keeps you under 200 bucks. It's a really great deal. If you order that system, this is what you will get. Alright, and I figure I'll go through things one by one and just kind of show you. One of the first things is the TTX 403 receiver, or the transmitter, I'm sorry. It was very interesting to me when I first opened it. I wasn't expecting it to be as small as it really was. As you can see, it's very mini. If I put my hands over it, I can cover the whole thing. This is a good thing. It's really cool. It's really small. It's comfortable. My hands fit on it well. It's not too small to make it uncomfortable. And here's the thing. These gimbals are really smooth. I haven't had a chance to fly this yet, but as I play with these, I can tell that it's not going to be difficult to keep good control of this plane. So I'm really excited about this. It's made out of heavy-duty plastic. It seems like the switches and the trim buttons on here are built really well. One of the neater things about it is the batteries go in the back, of course, back here. There's 5 AA's that go in it, and in doing so, there's actually a charger, not for the Aircore battery, but for any 250 milliamp hour for a microplane. Flyzone also makes some microplanes. You might have seen my video on the P38. You can actually plug your battery into the back right here, close this and charge it while you're flying something else, and then when you're all done, the battery will be charged and you're ready to keep on going. So this is a great little transmitter, and if you just need the transmitter alone because you have some microplanes, I think they're only 35 bucks on Tower Hobbies. It's really a great buy. So we'll put that off to the side for now. The second thing that you're going to get in the packaging is actually the Aircore. Comes in a little box like this, and I was surprised to see how small it really is. If you take a look at it here, kind of hold it up so you can see it. It's very small. It's probably the length of just past where my thumb L's, maybe an inch past my index finger there. I was expecting it to be a little bigger. I don't know why. It's not a bad thing. It's actually really neat. The plastic frame that it's built on is pretty rigid. It's pretty stiff. Even after some accidents, I don't think you'll have any trouble, but we'll find out. Hopefully we don't have any accidents, but we might have to test it out a little bit. The big thing about the Aircore, it's covered in magnets. There's magnets all over the place. They have to be like rare earth magnets because they're very strong. And this actually locks down into each plane and doesn't come out via magnets. And in saying that, it's also important to note that the entire plane is held together by magnets. This canopy will come off. There's actually magnets underneath the bottom. There's some on there. All your servo linkages, the push rods, have magnets on them as well. You don't have to connect anything. You don't need a screwdriver. You don't need glue. You don't need tape. everything's ready to rock. All you have to do is clip this together. I was able to open this yesterday and I put it together in a matter of about 45 seconds. So seriously, if your time is limited, this is a great option to look at. Now this plane that I have out here is actually the Spitfire. I was again able to put it together last night. It's a low wing configuration, and actually I'm going to show you how easy this is to take apart. You can pull the bottom right off of there via magnets, and see the two little push rods there? The whole thing comes right apart. When you're ready to put it back together, you just slide them in, lock the front end, and that's really all there is to it. It's very simple. And what's going to make this unique is that in the event of a crash, especially if you're just learning, it's not going to cause any damage to the plane. The propeller, there's a propeller that comes with each plane, not with the Aircore. So if you damage a plane, if you damage the propeller and you order a new one, you're going to get a new propeller in there. It actually just clips on the end via a little plastic, I don't know how you would explain it, it's a little round clip. And this is just held on. So if you hit the ground real hard with this, it's just going to pop off. Chances are this top canopy might fly off. The wing can just fly off because it's magnetic, and it's not going to damage your servos because the servos linkages are magnetic. So this thing can literally fall apart into 4 or 5 pieces and nothing's going to happen to it. You can pick it right back up off the ground, put it back together. It'll be awesome. So I'm just going to do a quick unboxing and show you what comes in one of the boxes. Again, we have the transmitter already. You have the Aircore power cord. Now this battery that's on here did not come with the power cord. The power cord comes separately. You will need to order a battery, but if you buy that bundle on Tower Hobbies that I was talking about, that's going to come with it. So keep that in mind. This attaches right to the top of the Aircore with Velcro, and we're going to set that to the side for now. And actually, I've been really excited about this. The Focke-Wulf is one of my favorite planes, and I was able to get this in the Aircore system. It's one of their brand new bodies that they have for it, and I'm excited to open up the box and kind of show you what comes in it. Alright, I'll kind of keep it like this so you guys can see. It's very simple, very easy to assemble. You've got an instruction manual. The pump comes right here in the front. Again, it comes with a propeller, and there's a lot of tape, so I'd recommend a pair of scissors, but you can just cut that tape. Pull your propeller out. Comes with a set of landing gear as well. This is great because you don't need to use the landing gear. If you choose to land it on the belly, that's totally fine. This thing is so light, it's not going to damage anything. You got to cut a couple pieces of tape in here to get some of this styrofoam out. There's 2 little pieces of styrofoam in there, and the whole plane body comes out. The wing is up in the second compartment, and that's everything that comes in the box. Boy, that was easy. Go ahead and put the box to the side there. Now, the wing comes nicely wrapped in bubble wrap, and again, it's magnetic. So you've got magnets, you've got magnetic servo push rods here, and actually you can see the flaps operate. All we're going to do here is slide this into the bottom of the plane. Make sure that your push rods line up and go in. Lock the bottom on. Again, it's all magnetic. Seriously, you're 90% ready to go. That's really it. Now we're going to pop the top canopy off here. Very simple again with magnets. All you have to do is take your Aircore system. You're going to insert it down inside of this body right here. And you kind of have to maneuver it a little bit. You'll hear the servo linkages latch. And then what's very important is up in the front, you're going to see 2 little bumps. Your motor assembly has to slide under those 2 little bumps. You'll feel it lock in. And when it does, that's it. You're ready to go. Now what I would recommend is when you go to put your propeller on, don't put the top of the body on. Take your propeller out of the package. Hold this Aircore assembly with your finger, because if you try and stick this propeller on once you put the top on, the canopy, it'll shove that Aircore back and it'll disconnect the magnetic linkages. Take your finger and hold this down. Clip this right into the front right here. And that's it. Propeller's on. You can put the canopy back on. Your plane is literally ready to bind and fly. That's all there is to it. Now, you want to talk about simple, that's very simple. It's very ingenious. I think that this is a really great invention that's going to change the way RC is. You may see this in bigger models to come, I hope so. This is a 22-inch wingspan. And again, if you choose to put the landing gear on, that's your choice. I'm going to actually try and fly one with landing gear, one without. So hopefully I'll get a review video up for you soon, let you know how these things fly, how the power core operates, what kind of battery life to expect, and some of the other details you might be interested in knowing. Thanks again for watching. This has been an unboxing of the Flyzone Aircore system. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I'll be glad to answer them for you. And as always, please subscribe to my channel. Got tons of videos on the way. Going to be some interesting stuff I think is worth seeing. So thanks again.